And start streaming. Start the Twitch. It's the season of the witch. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Oh no, I'm not muted. I'm just being silly. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum. I'm old. So old. How did I get to be so frickin' old? Just gotta post my links. Also, I moved chat around a tiny bit, so I don't know. I did it because I'm probably going to be crafting this stream, and I would like to be able to see my own crafting menu. Going live. Oh shit. Fucking go away, taskbar. Boom. Vicar. Hello. Where he is? There we go. How are the wife and kids, Vicar? Single player, sat 2. And? Stream night memeing. Did I put master mode anywhere in the stream title? Where? Oh my goodness. Oh my. Uh-oh, Fargo's music mod not found. I should probably fix that. Whoop-a-doo, doo-doo-doo. Country roads, take me home. None applicable? That's... I've heard worse, for sure. Fargo's soul mod, calamity... Oh, here we go, Fargo's music. Hopefully this doesn't get claimed on the YouTube. I don't know why it would, but... Last time I said, surely this won't get claimed. It did. It was easy enough to remove, but one of the several songs on the Placid Plastic Duck Simulator game does trip the copyright. It wasn't a strike or nothing, but still weird. Single player. I wonder if it wouldn't have been fine if, like I said, that's what I was playing. Here we go. Check out the official Fargo's wiki. I won't be doing that. What is this? Family heirloom? Tool has been passed down in your family for generations. Alright, let's put that on. I'm sure we're going to figure out what that does eventually. Actually, what am I talking about? I can find out what that does right now. Boop. Is that Mjolnir? Why do I have Mjolnir? 650 true damage. Alright, so I need this, but I don't know where that comes from. Just, we'll get that eventually. Uh-oh, did I lose my family heirloom? Close that. Oh, there it is. Alright, so, does anybody know how to play this game? Whoops. Let's see here. World must be in expert mode. I'm in master mode, so hopefully that's fine. Enables masochist mode if the world is in master mode or above. Features include reworks bosses and enemies, making them stronger. Enables master mode drops new Eternity exclusive items. Deviant provides a starter pack for progression-based advice. Improves base stats and caps. Probably don't want to be doing this. Do it? Alright. Masochist mode, Eternity mode. New mode for extremely intense bonus challenge mode. It is highly recommended to play Eternity mode fast. 1 second. Reworks the enemies, making them stronger. Enables master mode drops. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm gonna regret that. Hello. Check for a pulse. Huh? Am I okay? I guess my totally planned falling out of the sky trick looked like it hurt. I'm Ellie. You're new and way cooler than the other guide. Take these before you head off. I'm sure they will be useful to you. What do you sell? Well, Eternity Advisor. Yeah, sure. I don't have a gold though. Hell yeah! Alright, so I'm doing Summoner only. I've already got that. Can be placed. Places NPC housing instantly. Mini insta bridge. Equipable material. The wearer can run kinda fast. Puff in a bottle. A net. A squirrel. I can't actually read that because YouTube chat's right there. I perhaps should have put this somewhere else. Alright, so let's be basic and just set up our starting housing. Let's see here. The wind going to the right means that if I do actually enter hard mode, the, Hallow is going to be over here, right? Place it. Whatever. Thing of beauty. Alright. Beautiful housing. Squirrel coat of arms. Boil wood enchantment. Alright. So it's probably going to be aggravating watching me do this because I don't know what I'm doing. Squirrel coat of arms. It's just a wooden squirrel at a workbench. Guess we'll find out what that does when I craft it. How are you doing that one, Protogen? What do you mean skill issue? Until recently, I've not had a computer that could play modded Terraria for some reason. And now that I do, well, I've had a computer that could handle it for like the last 2 years now. Longer even. And I've just been distracted by other stuff. Oh, also in about 20 minutes, I'm going to have to go flip my laundry. But that shouldn't be an issue. I'll either go AFK and be killed by something silly, or I'll set it up to where it pauses if I pause. Only temporary, though. I would fix it right away. Who actually uses wooden tables? Boom! Yeah, so the reason YouTube chat is up here now, and then Twitch chat is over here, is because I care more about crafting than my minimap. But what I really need is a second monitor. I don't think anybody's arguing that I don't really need a second monitor. Let's see here. Summons Squirrely Wrath. Oh, it was a boss. Run for it. I dropped 96 copper coins. Alright, so now we know what that is. Silver hammer. I can probably get rid of my copper tools. Streak can survive a miss. Sweet. Alright, so I don't want to do any damage with non-summoner weapons. So what is... Oh, look at that. I'm blinded. Squirrel coat of arms. What the hell? The innocent. Alright, let's not go that direction. Suggest loadouts for Eternity mode. Got the socks. Yep. A Boreal Wood enchantment. I was reading that. Oh, there goes Ellie. Ellie the Deviant was slain. Get it, guide. Oh, it's got hearts over it. Ow. Well, there goes the guide. At least I've got a gravestone. Well, I've got 2 gravestones that I can put to the side. Alright. What are the odds that that's still there? Yeah. A lot of new debuffs. I'm not allowed to kill you. It's got 1 health left. What if I just accidentally kill it while I'm, you know, chopping wood? That doesn't count because it was an accident. There we go. Tombstone, get. Place it out here where I can possibly get Abigail's flower. It is a summon weapon. I'll probably expand the house. Watch out for that slime since I'm not allowed to kill it. Oh, a water candle. Not intended for use with other content mods or modded difficulties. Vicar, you play Terraria, right? You should play with me. It'll be a lot of fun. Assuming anyway. Oh, what's that debuff? Well, it's already gone. Hard to know what these debuffs do when they go away so fast. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Let's see here. NPCs don't mind if they are all stuck living in a small house, right? Let's see here, storage heart. Crafting interface. That's all I wanted to put that like at all. Yeah, I know. I've played around with 1.4. Alright. Crafting, let's go ahead and throw that there. Oh, here we go. Crafting stations. Alright, got my first 2 crafting stations. I do not know how to make, like, my first summoner thing. Probably have to wait for Abigail. Or not Abigail. No, it is Abigail. Get it, weird guy. Good. Good. I guess, until I get Abigail, I should check the wiki. Should I check the wiki? It tells you to do it, so surely you're intended to check the wiki. Oh yeah, my other headstone. I can move that as well. Ow. Cacti poke you now? Yep, that seems to be the case. I guess it makes sense. Bugnet. Yes, get it. Excellent. Boom. Alright, I've now got 2 headstones. Let's go ahead and continue collecting wood. Let's go ahead and turn the ruler off. All the real gamers play with the ruler on all the time. Somebody's going to come in here 700 years from now. Now, go away. I'm not allowed to do damage to you. Doesn't count if I use my axe. Hello, Pale Hunter. No. I'm trying to get stuff working in Vintage Story. Let's just say that the Tameable Shivers mod does work. But for some reason, the Shivers cannot help you in combat. Oh shit. Run for it. Make sure I'm not still muted. Good, I'm not still muted. I should check that more often. Ow. Why does every enemy have a unique debuff? If I accidentally deal damage... Oops. Oh, they're exploding. That dude's just a fucking lumberjack. Oh, Paul! I guess he's a good guy. Trying to build more houses. Did he show up because I'm cutting down trees? I did find a Tameable Shiver mod, yes. Like I wouldn't go out of my way to find a Tameable Shiver mod. Anyway, this doesn't count as dealing non-summoner damage, since it's totally accident. I'm just cutting trees. Ow. How are you doing, Pale Hunter? Well, at the very least, I'm going to have a bunch of headstones. More chances to find Abigail's flower. I'm going to just accidentally stumble my way upwards to success. Yep. Another lunch break stream? Hell yeah. I meant to go live. Actually, I don't think that's my favorite moon. I think that's my second favorite moon. But I got one of my 2 favorite moons. That doesn't count as doing non-summon damage. Oh, Paul is still alive. How you doing? Shop. Wooden token. Sign of the true wood lover. Well, I can't afford any of that stuff. This doesn't count. I'm just cutting trees. And the zombie's getting caught in the crossfire. Ow. I'm just going to keep using that excuse. Bye, Paul. There's no way Paul survives this. Well, Paul is still alive. Alright, let's get to safety or something. Alright. Nope, there goes Paul. Rest in piss, Paul. Cards 1 torch, 50 wood. If I know anything about NPCs, it's that they... Whoops. NPCs love it. No, when you build just like big wooden hotels for them. Perfect. I do like the drop. Yeah, this door totally goes somewhere. It's not just a very brief fall to your death. Alright, full disclosure. I've been playing Terraria since Skeleton was the last boss. So way before Eater of Worlds in hard mode. However, I'm not very good at this game. I am hoping, though, that this magic storage mod will help a tiny bit with the fact that I can never fucking find anything. It's even got a search feature. I'm constantly talking about wanting a search feature. How come all my NPCs are stronger than I am? I mean, I'm not complaining. Don't use that again. What is my first summon weapon? I'm totally not going to look at the wiki. Although, to be fair... Oh yeah, if I do use the wiki, the game goes silent, so it's not like I can pretend I'm not doing that. Let me see here. Thorium wiki. Apparently if you type in Thorium, Thorium wiki is the first thing that comes up. I need some kind of class progression guide. Oh damn, that's a lot of shit that I'm not actually reading. How am I supposed to actually find? Armor. Accessories. What am I looking at? Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. We'll wing it. Any kind of new staves? Media stuff. Help. Nope, that's not helpful to me. Mod. Thorium mod. Recipes. Ooh, blooming staff. 18 magic damage. Ancient skill issues. I've not found wings yet, no. I do know that you can find fledgling wings on Sky Islands. But I also just made this world, just made this character. And after a single person told me to, I entered the hardest difficulty. Nobody will say that I don't succumb to peer pressure immediately. No, I probably would have done it anyway. I won't until it becomes obvious that I cannot make progress. Okay, good. I can turn it back off. Maybe. I'm keeping that on for now. Oh, actually, I gotta go flip my laundry, I think. I'll be right back. I have returned. Y'all take over yet? Hello, Laxia. Laxia, are you familiar with Thorium? Because I'm not. I'm also currently in a masochist mode. I want those fallen stars, but there's no way I will survive to collect them. We're just kind of hiding away. If I could make a bed, and I can't, obviously, I could speed up time until I get Abigail's flower, but there's no way that Thorium doesn't add a new, like, summon stuff. I would like to check the wiki. I looked at the wiki, and I'm like, that's too much stuff. Oh, I can't read. Put up out of combat. Try using a bow. I can only use summon stuff. I'm playing Thorium for basically the first time. Not blind, but this is my first time actually playing it. Accessories, ammunition. Fishing. Death prevention, that's kind of cool. Bosses, pre-hard mode. Events, aquatic depths, NPCs. Oh, here we go, class setups. So pre-hard mode, well, pre-boss, obviously, everything is pre-hard mode. Apparently a living wood acorn is a living leaf, 3 fallen stars, so I should try to grab one of those and 10 wood. Alright, wish me luck. We're grabbing stars. And kill him. And I'm dead. It's fine, we can grab the stars while we're outside. I do like that Calamity at least lets you respawn instantly if there's not a boss. Come on, Calamity. I mean, Thorium. Fallen stars. Got enough fallen stars. I'm guessing I have to find a giant living wood tree if I want living leaves. But it's going to be easier said than done. But we can do it. I should probably stop dying, lest this becomes a graveyard biome. It's not like I'm doing it on purpose, though. Ow. Did one-shot me. This is going to be 90% of the stream. Ah, sucker. Alright, sweet. It's daytime. Also, this is totally a graveyard biome now. Let's go and remove some of these headstones. A gravestone or a graveyard biome would be cool for later, just not right now. Wait. Can I put a headstone in here? Like, does that count? Yes. Yes, it does. It's not just letting me put that there because I can put anything there, is it? No, I can put anything in there, so I don't know if that counts. Maybe there's like a... Yeah. I just need to find a giant living wood tree. And then we'll be golden. Alright. I guess we're just doing some gardening. Just gotta keep cutting grass. That headstone's not going to do me any good there. There is a decent amount of range. Whoops. There we go. Ow. Alright. Now that we can kind of go somewhere without dying immediately, let's hope there's a giant tree right over here. I mean, all AI ads are cringe. I would argue that all ads are cringe. What the hell? Oh, it's a slime. This doesn't count. It only counts if I'm purposely hitting this line. But I'm just currently blinded, as you can see. So I'm mining. Ow. Underwent a merciful euthanasia by Eater of Souls. Not going to lie. Chad, I don't think we're going to make a whole lot of progress like this. Let me see here. So what is it called? Living wood acorn? Oh, yep, there it is. I need living wood. Cook might be interested in this. What the hell does that mean? Alright, so we either have to be summoner only after I actually get a summoner weapon. Or we're cooked until I can get a gravestone to give me the Abigail's flower. Ow. Ow. Probably just cooked. I would say we will survive. No, but I'd be lying. Couldn't replant the trees at least. I could also try tunneling. Won't do me a whole lot of good. In the desert. Actually, no. Because the corruption's just over there as well. What is causing the blindness? 1 second. I hate that Terraria tells people when I'm tabbed out because the music stops. Even if I'm only tabbed out because I'm trying to make sure I'm muting and unmuting correctly. Kinda wild that underground is safer than the surface. Relatively. I don't doubt that there's a certain point what's going to become even more dangerous down here. Oh heck yeah, heart crystal. Oh, and the deviant is back, but no longer named Ellie. Oh, well that was almost a disaster. See that little orange thing down here? Let me just zoom in. So this here is a pressure plate, which would have caused this boulder up here to fall down and kill me. Almost certainly instantly. I think in higher difficulties, even at maximum health, you cannot survive a boulder. I could be wrong. But I'm playing in masochist mode, so it would be weird if I could survive a boulder. Ooh, a golden house. Or a chest with a... house with the golden chest, there we go. Alright, what do we got? Well, let's go and just loot it all. That's a bug net. What else did I get? Sure wish I could see. Enchanted throwing knives, that's what that was. Boom. Alright, not a whole lot for us here. I get the throwing knives back, which is kind of cool. It would probably suck if you didn't get those back. Oh, hell yeah. As long as I don't encounter any salamanders. This is a good way to get a decent amount of life crystals and loot. Who knows? Maybe I can find a... What are you? Oh! 18 summoning damage. Summons an orbiting defensive shield around the user that stuns hit enemies after damaging an enemy. What? So do I have to actually hit the enemy for that to count? I am confusion. Lumberjack is shown back up. Loot all. No, it seems to hit enemies independently of me. It's just not doing a lot of damage. Alright, so we've got a way to deal summon damage, but it sucks. But I've gotten more health as well. I should probably move YouTube chat, but there's like nowhere else I can move it. I guess I could put it like in the middle of the screen for some reason. It's not a good spot for it, but being able to see my inventory would make me look a tiny bit less like a fucking idiot. It's impossible for me to not look at least a little bit like a fucking idiot. There we go. That'll only get in the way if there are any bosses that it's really important that I be able to see them. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and look at my inventory now that I can do that. Ah, lumberjack's hat. More like a me hat now. I don't like it. Let's consume this. Angel statue. It's like the best item in the game. They're not summon weapons, but I'm going to use these throwing knives. Oh yeah, the cactus. If I do not do basic stuff to survive, I'm never going to make any progress. Unfortunately. Get it, I summon. Almost. Oh, it doesn't hurt passive creatures. I suppose that is perhaps a good thing. Whoops. I'm probably never going to get used to not being able to walk through cacti. Stop it. Me. So if we were to do like a Terraria event, would we want to do vanilla, thorium, or calamity? You hear sand shiver underneath you. I'm sure it's fine. I'm just going to ignore that. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, the cobbler has arrived. Oh, I don't know why the cobbler is causing the sand to shiver beneath me, but it is what it is. The cobbler needs to go on Weight Watchers. Sorry, it's not funny. Do you think this tiny bit of water here means that there's a floating island up there? I think it's possible. Boop. Come on. Whoops. Probably should have figured that was going to immediately happen. I need a real summon. This weird shield thing that I've got is not actually helping. Like at all. Oh, describe it as a tiny bit better than not having a real weapon. Where is this cobbler? Climb up. Where are you? Guessing you sell shoes. But what does that look like? Yes, hello, shop. Oh, yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. You sell shoes. Healthy boots. Increase 5% movement speed when running. Your life regeneration is increased. That's interesting. Steel-toed boots. Increase falling speed moderately. Walking off the ground. Wizard boots. Increase movement speed by 5%. Slows your descent while falling. Some of these seem pretty cool. They're all pretty expensive, though. That's enough of that. We've got to try to get through the desert. Oh no, the cacti are growing back. The cactids. What am I thinking? There's a bigger puddle right there. So there is definitely a platform up there. If I can find what I did with my shit. Alright, going up on a Tuesday. Where are my platforms? Alright. This is not the most efficient way to do literally anything, but no, there's no excuse. What's this? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Oh, a mushroom torch. I don't know if that's vanilla. I know that biome torches are a thing, so it's very likely vanilla. Come on, upsy daisy. Probably going to get up there and just immediately be murdered by a harpy. And based on my powers of pattern recognition. Oh, what's this? Into those. How many blue mushrooms do I have? Presumably not a lot. Good, those can be crafted back into cacti. And of course I'll have to get them back for that to be helpful to me. But Ah, there's no but. I'm just being silly. I'm a goofy goober, yeah. You're a goofy goober, yeah. We're all goofy goobers, yeah. How fucking tall? There we go, I see it. I can see the light. I see it with my eyeballs. Gosh, this sucks. Ooh, looks like there's a new ore in here as well. Or at least not an ore I recognize. I don't know, I'm tunneling under the Cloud Island instead of, you know, just trying to get around it. Because I'm probably safer from harpies down here. If I had to guess. Welcome in, JJ Guinto 13. How are you doing? I should warn you that if you are at all knowledgeable about thorium, that this is probably going to be a painful watch. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I've tried looking at the wiki. But the wiki is smarter than I am. And therefore, unnavigatable. I opened it up and see a bunch of words. I'm like, what is this shit? Alright. That's the wrong tool. Actually, you know what? I think I'm failing to even play Terraria. Half the stuff I'm struggling with. Thorium way before. That's fair. I've tried playing with the Thorium mod in the past. Ooh, a cool weapon I can't use. What'd that say about... Eternity mode. Reduces damage by 20%. Reworked broad swing. What? That doesn't particularly matter. I can't use it anyway. A bunch of other stuff I can't actually benefit from. You know what? That's kind of pretty. I'm taking it. Mine now, suckers. Kind of sucks that the only Sky Island I found so far is useless to me. I don't know the odds of the first Sky Island I check having fledgling wings, but it would be pretty useful to not fall to my death. I do think, and I'm not blaming anyone here, that if I did not let my YouTube chat convince me to enter masochist mode, like, I don't think I would be having an easier time, but I would definitely not be having a harder time. Nope. Yeah, there's a bard class, which sounds pretty cool. I'm doing summoner. I think I remember the bard class having like a rhythm mechanic, where like if you use your attacks more rhythmically, that you do more damage and buff better. However, I'm stupid. Laxia, there's no way you can convince me to make the game more difficult. I'm already in masochist mode. It could just make me play healer class. Although healer class uses scythes. I usually use scythes in games. I don't know if I would want to play healer, but... well, the weapon is not a bad choice. Whoop. Y'all will never take me alive. Not that they plan to. Oh, they're just gonna kill me. Oh shoot, it's one of those throwing knives I used earlier. People will know that I'm not being true to the summoner only tag. Ow. No, my 55 silver. And play it blindfolded. I would just have to take off my glasses and it would be basically the same concept. I'm blind as shit with my glasses on. I can't see anything if I take them off. I'm kind of like Velma, but my last name is not Dinkley. Not throwing shade at the last name Dinkley. Do I have, like, anything that I can use to at least cut grass more efficiently? Got this. Oh, is that what they mean by broadsword swing? I think even if I was letting myself use this, that it's not a very good weapon. If I can hit it with both the star and the sword, it's not terrible. But that's not... oh. Blood. Well, now I want to be killing more zombies. And be Velma. Velma Dinkley, more like Velma Stinkley, am I right? Oh, I was cutting grass. I mean, I was supposed to be cutting grass. What I was doing was getting super distracted. Run for it. I cannot afford to keep dying over here. Would y'all close doors behind you or something? Alright. How do I actually use this to craft? Filter by weapons, crafting station. I don't actually know, I don't know how this works. I'll have to store the ingredients, that makes sense. Let's go start throwing shit in there. Yep, that is exactly how that works. Sunplate block. What is blood for? I suppose I'm not going to figure it out here. Bombs. Rope. Slime, spiderwebs. Silver ore. Silver bars. Talon. I remember the Thunderbird. I don't think that's what it's called, but I do remember it. Do I have people living in basically all of my houses already? Camera mode, get out of there. No, I've got 3 open houses. I can't... Oh, 4. 4 open houses. I can't imagine why nobody wants to live down here. So I've got the magic storage mod. I've got Fargo's Soul. Fargo's Mutant. Just to make the game easier, which clearly isn't working for me so far since I entered Masochist mode. What else? I think that's about it. Oh, I've got boss checklist and the recipe mod. And that's gotta be it, because I don't have a lot of mods. There was a one that lets you, like, play as different species, which I almost added since I usually play games as an Avoli, but the Terraria Avoli model, or sprite, kinda sucks. Well, Fargo's Mutant is a game easier mod, and then Fargo's Soul is a game harder mod. Thorium just kind of exists. It's like a really good content mod from what I've heard. Like, it fills out the base game of Terraria better than Calamity does, because Calamity adds like 13 bosses post-Moonlord, which is too many bosses post-Moonlord. I don't know how any of this stuff works. Probably have to fill these out. Oh, so that does count, putting the obelisk in there. Spider wall. Oh, requires my cobweb, which I would rather hold on to. Mana bubble. Equipable, an orb of collapsed magical energy. Maximum mana increased by 10. That won't be unhelpful to me. It's just not helpful to me right now. Where are my cactus platforms? Put my wood back in there. I am blind. There they are. Alright. Oh. Put that back in there. It's gonna... Whoops. It's gonna take me a tiny bit to get used to being not stupid. That's a lie. I'm stupid. I feel like an old person trying to navigate like email for the first time. But I'm just trying to figure out how all this stuff works while being able to see a third of my screen. Whoop, here we go. And cactus armor. Although, if I get out of here, I think there's something I can craft with the cactus armor. Mod, go with all. Yeah, this thing. Requires cactus armor, water leaf, some kind of fish. Can I expand this? There's gotta be a way to expand this. I can't see everything in there. Oh, there we go, I just scroll. And the Secret of the Sands. That sounds pretty interesting. Well, what does this do? While walking, you release a spray of needles. Enemies will explode into needles on death. Grants immunity to cactus damage in eternity mode. Works from the inventory and vanity. Ooh. Stuff working from the vanity is kind of interesting. It allows you to have more stuff. per stuff. Well, I just think that's how games are meant to be played. You hold on to the trash stuff in case it's useful later. And then you hold on to the useful stuff eternally, because, like, what if you need it more in the future? Any Abigail's flower yet? Surely Abigail's flower is a thing. Yeah, I do have the Fargo's mod. I've got both Fargo's Mutant and Fargo's Soul. If I don't stop moving, they can't catch me. Probably gonna hit a wall I won't be able to climb or something, but so far this is actually working in my favor. Ow. Made it! I need a giant living wood tree so that I can craft my first real summon. Hey Vicar, are you still around? Can you smite that bot for me? Kill them, Vicar, kill them. Also, my posture is totally fine. Those of you at home, if you're shrimping, I'll set up a tiny bit more, might as well. It's time to unshrimp that shrimp. Wonder what the odds are that I survive if I go down there. I just have to wait for day. How far could daybreak possibly be? Oh, there we go. Daybreak. Careful. Sweet. I survived. Would be cool if I could get the slime staff. I believe the zombies with the slime on their head can drop that. Ow. I don't even know what just happened. But it also died. Come on. Later, nerd. Whoops. Yeah, I've got another slot. Let's go and put this on so I can partially stick to walls. Won't help me here, since I genuinely can't reach. Ah, and I put all my shit away. Doop doop. But I do think it would be fun to, like, get the community Discord together and play Terraria. And preferably by then, I'm more used to the swing of things. Oh, a boomerang. It's actually not a bad weapon. Like, not a bad starter weapon. I don't have a... I thought I had a fallen star on me. Oh, there we go. I can turn it into the enchanted boomerang. Not a summon weapon. But... I'm using non-summon weapons already. Once I get a proper summon... Actually, you know what? As soon as I get a whip, I'm just going to only use that. I'll try to limit my non-summon weapon usage, though. Whoops, not what the first whip is. Oh, interesting. I mean, I was hoping for a giant living wood tree. Whoop. Let's see, how do I make the boreal wood? The boreal wood enchantment attacks will periodically be accompanied by several snowballs dealing ranged damage. Requires a plum, 300 snowballs, shiverthorn, and just boreal wood armor. If I can get a plum, that doesn't sound too bad. Let's go ahead and collect. That's a big ass snowball. Look at that, I already got a shiverthorn. Can't reach. Masochist mode isn't hard. Ignore the amount of times I died. Okay, so Thorium doesn't add a new whip. If it did, I probably would have seen it on the wiki. Go away. Oh, well, thought he did. Who cares? I feel like such an old person. I should maybe use the number keys to switch between items in my hotbar. Thank you, Vicar. Actually, you know what? If I remember correctly, I can either buy or I have a chance to get plums from the lumberjack. Hopefully that is the case, because the odds of me finding plums pretty low. No, I was just double checking to make sure I didn't already have one on me. Am I gonna kill these clowns? Could you get somewhere I can reach you? Good, they can't jump. Snowball. We're balling. I'll have to figure out why the tameable shivers mod. The shivers will not help in combat. If I had to guess, it's some kind of conflict with shiver tweaks. Since shiver tweaks does change how shivers behave, surely, if a mod is causing them to not help me in combat, that's why. Like, honestly, my shiver is part of the family. So more of like a lapdog than anything else. But it would be pretty cool to get like a shiver hunting dog. You know what I mean? Any other shiver enjoyers out there? There we go. I still need a lot of snow, so I'll just dig through this one. I've got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. I do also still need to do a Let's Play of Fallout New Vegas. One of these days. I believe I can make ice platforms, actually. Ice platforms are pretty sweet. Ideally, I would have found a giant living wood tree by now. Maybe I should have done this on like a anniversary seed. It would have made several things harder though. Whip. Come on. Would make getting my first summon easier. I've elected to not count this weird Aegis thing. But it's definitely a summon. But how cool would it be if, you know, I had a summon that actually helped. Oh. Stop wasting my double jump. There we go. Giant wood tree. And please, my kingdom for a tree. Let's see here. Herb bag, which I definitely want. Some glow sticks. Alright, let's keep going. Darn it, more corruption. It's almost like the corruption spreads or something. What? I prefer dark chocolate. Milk chocolate's not the worst thing ever, but I don't like it. Ow. And I cannot stand milk chocolate. Or not milk chocolate, white chocolate. Oh, the white chocolate's not chocolate. I think if they would stop calling it white chocolate, it would help its cause. Because people would stop comparing it to chocolate. Goodbye, 40 silver. You were beautiful when I knew thee. Alright, Abigail's flower. Oh, actually, yes. Yes, Abigail's flower. Can't wait to see how... Oh, I see shard. Has not actually been nerfed by Revengeance mode or whatever the hell. Alright, where is the lumberjack? Hello, lumberjack. I've got no money. But do you have any plums for me? Whip. Whip. Just keep climbing. And tree treasures. No. Just dropped a bunch of shit on the ground, huh? Alright. I don't care. These would be useful as bait. Let's go throw that away. Don't want grapefruit. Don't care about the cloud. Just more butterflies. I am not seeing a plum, unfortunately. It is interesting that he just gives me a bunch of shit for free, though. I'm not complaining. Won't catch me looking a gift horse in the mouth. And can I buy a plum off of him? Lumberjack. Alright. Shop. No. I could buy his clothes. Living wood wand. I can't afford it. Of course I can't afford it. 11 silver. This one costs 88 silver. These butterflies are worth quite a lot. Is it cheating? Maybe. Almost certainly. No, I don't need the living wood wand. I want the living leaves. So that's useless to me. Oh, he'll buy it back at full price. I am not making a good progress. Why are butterflies so valuable? We'll have to see how often I can get free shit from them. Oh, the merchant has arrived. Apricots. Unlimited buffet, 30 stack in inventory piggy bank are safe. I think I remember people complaining about that. That doesn't add a very good buff, though. I would just need like 30 pumpkin pies, and then I would be set for life. Although there are foods that provide better buffs. I should put them in the snow biome to get a plum. And getting back to the snow biome is going to be a pain in the ass. But if it's for a plum, I'll do it. But real quick, let's come over here. Now that I've got Abigail's flower, I should be better off. Maybe. It's not impossible. That she for some reason sucks. Grapefruit. What do I have that I can just throw in there? I'm going to get rid of my snow blocks, my ice. Put my Shiverthorn in there. I will eventually be making the enchantment thing. Let's put that in there so that I'm not too tempted to switch it back to an easier mode. Alright. Just gonna make some player housing. Wherever that is in here. Oh, I need torches. There we go. I'm just gonna just craft 10. I can only make the one. Alright. Let's go. Like a total sane person. Get to the ice biome. I don't know how yet, weird statue, but you've ruined my life. It is interesting that simply being in the corruption gives you blindness. I suppose it makes sense. Why would you want the corruption to not be so dark? Oh, it's one of those innocent again. Ow. Get it, Abigail. Protect your god. Abigail. There we go. Abigail is definitely better than the other thing. But better than the other thing is a pretty low bar to set. Abigail, get it. Oh, other climbing class. Alright, we will survive. Well, this weird shield Aegis thing I've got. 18 summon damage, where Abigail only has 6. Difference is that the shield only orbits me. It does not actually help. I mean, on the off chance that it does hit an enemy, it does deal damage. But I really can't direct it. I don't know if Abigail is better or worse than the acorn I'm trying to get, but the acorn is actually added by the mod. So I'm sure it's going to be pretty decent, or at least not something I've played with before. Whoop. If I had more health, my cactus armor killing things for me would be pretty handy. Right, here we go, snow biome. I've chilled. Alright. Just put down here. Why wouldn't you not want to live at our ground level? And there we go. And before anybody else decides to try moving in, housing. There you go. Will the Lumberjack. I've got to say though, I don't go by William online, but as somebody who does go by William in Meat Space, it's pretty annoying how everybody wants to call you Will all the time. It's like, no, William's only 2 syllables. If you want to call me a nickname, you can call me Satyr, which is also 2 syllables. Get it, Abigail. While I very blindly look for my acorns, they're in here somewhere. Gosh, I'm blind. If I change the UI up, people are going to come in here and it's like, damn, are you 80 years old? And I'll be like, yeah. Yeah, I am. How do I not have acorns? Surely I do. Although I feel like if I did, I would have seen them by now. How do I not have acorns? We'll cut down more trees, try to get some acorns that way. But if it turns out I am just this blind, what the hell? Get it, Abigail. Don't let me die, Abigail. Nope, zombies already made it into the house. So it's a good thing Will the blacksmith hasn't. I have a lot of acorns in my inventory. Now I'll find them. Oh, there they are. 51 acorns now. Get it, Abigail. It's funny, because Laxia in YouTube chat said that I should play blindfolded. I'm already blind. Oh. Abigail, help me. Get it, Abigail. Alright, let's go and start planting some trees. I do not trust Abigail to be able to protect me by herself. But I do technically have a summon weapon now. So I should retire the boomerang. I won't, but I should. Alright, Abigail, we gotta get back up there. Us and what army? I can use rope. That's not going to... No, that should be fine. Alright, let's go. Perhaps I don't want to be over there. If I'm lucky, they'll drop blood. I don't know what blood is for yet, but I'll find out. Oh shit. What the hell? I was trying to scroll, but I was just stuck on my knives. I was throwing my knives, apparently with the scroll wheel. Nobody wants that. Alright, I guess I can check the browser since we're just respawning. Blood. It's apparently used for a lot of stuff. Can I craft the bloody tear? Apparently I can, yes. Neat. I'll close that. I don't understand how I was throwing knives with the scroll wheel. Well, whatever that was, it got me killed. I should get used to using the number keys to switch between inventory slots. But honestly, just clicking on it would have been better at that point. More blood. I'm going to get myself a vampire frog staff. Probably not with my current gear level, but I've actually never used the vampire frog staff. And last time I played Terraria, they were actually still bugged. I don't remember how many updates ago that was, but the vampire frogs only dealt damage with their tongue, so their body had like no contact damage, making them way weaker than they were supposed to be. But Relogic fixed it. I just haven't played since then. What is that, a squirrel? Yes. Alright, let's run for it. Whoops. What the hell was that? I'm just over here blind and I heard a squeaky toy noise. No, really, what was that? Do 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 do. Alright, let's stop being silly. So I actually put Abigail in my hotbar. There we go. Must kill this corrupt bunny. Oh, so it's a vicious bunny. Ow. Rude. Ow. More blood, though. Honestly, things are not going well for me. The title says this isn't a blind playthrough, because it's technically not. But it's perhaps a little bit more blind than it should be if I want to make progress. Ow, rude. Run for it, Abigail. We'll be safer underground. Perhaps not with the blindness. Alright. I didn't even see a zombie there. So I'm probably more blind than I need to be. Can I get an F in chat? Come on, let me respawn. Thank you. Thank you, Vicar. Can always count on you. Oh, I honestly don't know. I'm so committed to going this way. If I go to the right, maybe I will have already found a living tree. Although I don't think that just having a proper thorium summon will help. I'm probably going to need to over-prepare on account of the fact that I'm playing on masochist mode, whatever that actually entails. Apparently in For the Worthy, falling stars will damage you, which is funny. Maybe we'll do a hardcore Master Mode Zenith run. It'll be over in like 26 seconds. First slime that it spawns. Guaranteed to kill me. Although if I haven't needed like a short... Yes. Vicar is my Twitch mod. I only have the one. So whatever I'm paying them, it's not enough. It's also $0. But Vicar is also like my main cheerleader. A wonderful moth and a fantastic friend. Who I cannot afford to pay. But that's because the economy is in shambles. I've been monetized on both Twitch and YouTube for like, I don't know, 5 months now, and I'm making no money. That was more and less fall damage than I was expecting to take. Get it, Abigail. I've actually commissioned an artist to make me a similar one. But they are away from their house a lot. I didn't pay in advance, so I'm not going to rush them either. They just keep apologizing for taking so long, and it's like, nope, you're totally good. Oh, shit, it's a zombie. I do need more art of my volley, though. Come on. Get it, Abigail. Let Abigail focus on that one. I'll focus on this one. Oh shit, that eye's charging me. 1 gold? I don't know, I had 1 gold. I no longer do. That fucker's got my 1 gold. I was rich. At least I was rich by idiot who doesn't know what they're doing. And running through Thorium with Fargo's masochist mode enabled. Right. Distract them, Abigail, while I run for my life. All my life I've been good, but now... Uh-oh, never mind, I'm totally fine. Y'all will never take me alive, suckers. Alright. We are approaching where I died. Oh, Abigail, get him. Come on. I don't think I can, but I'm worried I'm going to accidentally click on something in YouTube chat, which is right here. I need a second monitor. Do. Also need a proper summon weapon. But that can wait. I wonder if what I shouldn't be doing is just hanging out underground, trying to max out my health, if nothing else. Get that done fast. But nobody ever said I was smart. So this is what we're doing. Yeah, I've had health potions on me this entire time. Right, keep running. Keep running! I think we did it, Abigail. All we gotta do is get out of there without being tailed and we'll be fine. Whoop. We've succeeded. Just me and my lovely ghost daughter. Abigail has a twin, but we don't talk to her because she's not dead. Boom. You know what I've not actually played, like, ever? Is that there is a don't starve seed. I'm not very good at don't starve, but I should play the don't starve seed. Spending any time in darkness would probably not be a good thing. Hello. What happened to my lumberjack? You know, he was probably murdered out here. If I had to guess, that's exactly what happened. Now, rip bozo, I guess. I'll make this. There we go. But to do housing. There you go, merchant. You live out here now. So that I can buy marshmallows. Will being dead does put a damper on things. Whoops. Wrong button. Alright, I guess we'll try to go to the other side. Just drop everything off in my inventory. What was that? Probably just an enchanted knife if I had to guess. The constant? What constant? Alright, let's see here. I don't think there's any reason to put those in there, but let's do that. Put that in there. Mini Insta-Bridge. Oh! Will not break any blocks. It's kind of neat. I can probably use that for the Old One's army. I know what you're thinking. Who actually does the Old One's army? The answer is I do. Builder potions. Couldn't put in the apples. Right? I actually really do like the sentries. I can understand that a lot of people don't like sentries, but they're pretty good for what they are. And depending on your build, like, you can have a decent number of both sentries and summons. If you want a lot of sentries, it is unfortunately a lot of sentries or summons, instead of a lot of summons with a decent amount of sentries. Good job, Abigail. I almost won't want to replace Abigail once we get this damn seed thing that I'm after. Acorn, whatever. Great regen. I tend to go with the shinobi shit. I mean stuff. Like, you're going to need full summoner shit like Scarab and Necromantic Scroll or whatever. But being able to hit like a tank with your whip is not a bad thing. Like, you can't have as many summons unless you prep around it. But I would argue that it's still like a really fun way to play. Grinding the Old One's army 1,000 times is a little bit less fun. But the Old One's army is fun, like, I don't know, 15 times or so. But that's 15 times per difficulty, so it's good exactly 35 times, or 45 times, because there's 3 tiers. Oh, it's raining. You know what I'm not finding? Why am I poisoned? Is the water poison? Yeah, the water is just poisonous. Alright. Duly noted, I suppose. Ow. Alright, gotta get out of here. Why is there lightning? I can only assume the lightning can hurt me, so let's go ahead and try to avoid that. Oops. Get it, Abigail. I'm not having a lot of luck with this living wood thing. Ooh, a Wand of Sparking. New weapon unlocked. Alright, let's go. Actually, wait. I don't have iron, but piranhas can drop hooks, right? Let's try to get a hook so I can at least have a grappling hook. If I spent any time underground, I could probably get the... Oh, yeah, you can get struck by lightning. That's a lot of gold I'm losing right there. Goodbye, gold. Right, you know what? Perspective thus gained. Well, let's take our first proper weapon. And go ahead and head underground. It's probably a lot to find down there. Whoop. But also, Will did just move back. And into the house he's supposed to be in. It's a stretch. Maybe it won't even be worth doing in the long run. But, let's go. Oh, the lightning is targeting me. I figured the lightning was a little bit more random than that. But I guess it's only really dangerous if you're not paying attention or standing still. What does wet do? You are dripping water. Alright. Let's keep running. What will you do? You run, run. Whoop. Some more mobility tech would be nice as well. Like, I've already got Hermes boots. Oh! Umbrella Slimes actually, like, glide. Straight up Mary Poppins up in here. I don't know if they do that in vanilla. Oh, shit. It's like the rain knew where I was going to be. Or the lightning knew where I was going to be. So it is relatively random. Noted. I do feel like it just knows my trajectory, though. Whoop. Go away, lightning. It does not make sense. And what the heck is this? Hypothermia. Friendly projectiles are slowed down and you take increased damage from cold attacks. Why is there lightning? I guess there can be lightning during a blizzard. It's not unrealistic. Tree treasures. Come back tomorrow and they'll be happy. And they'll have something for you. Jerk. How about you? It's nice, lots of privacy to store my wares. Shop. But you're not happy enough to sell me the snow pylon. Curious. Shop. Can I have marshmallows? Yes. In a snow biome. 30 stack of inventory. How expensive are marshmallows? Not that expensive. Let me go ahead and buy 30 marshmallows off here. I don't know what tin's for. I don't think tin is a replacement for iron. Nope, I don't want that. Put it back. Boom. 30 marshmallows. Let's go ahead and favorite that. So now I should have permanent. No, it's well fed. But it's very minor. I'm pretty sure you can roast marshmallows on a stick, right? Go ahead and get rid of blood. Oh, I've trust Abigail. Roast? No, maybe. You can. Marshmallow on a stick. Just a marshmallow and some wood. And I can roast that over fire. Oh shit. I can only make one. Boom. Roasting marshmallows. I don't quite know the appeal of this. Probably can't roast the marshmallow if the fire is off. Roast it over a campfire. That's what I'm doing. Roasting. Roasting a marshmallow. Cooked marshmallow. Do-do. How can I have some more of nothing? Oh, I don't think that roasting all 30 of these will be worth it, because it just makes the buff last longer. And if I've got 30 of them, they're free. That being said, buckle in, y'all. We're going to roast 30 marshmallows. It's too late. I can't just buy 2 more marshmallows. I'm going to have to roast the remaining 29 that I've got. We've got this, chat. Let's fucking go. This is what the people are here to see, presumably. We're locking in. Probably wondering how this helps me. It doesn't. Like at all. Honestly, if I didn't have work tonight, I would probably go grab another Monster Energy. We're gonna be in here for the long haul. Let's go. Just call in sick to work. It's like, hey, I can't come in, I'm roasting marshmallows. And they're like, what the fuck does that mean? It's like, what do you think it means? It means I'm roasting marshmallows. Good luck, nerds! This is perhaps not a good use of my time. But it's too late. There is no going back now. We can do this. That and if people look at my inventory and see the 30 roast marshmallows, they know that I use my time well. Just put on epic Dark Souls music. And just put on the Gwyn First Lord song or whatever. Well, that's kind of a depressing song. What is the most, like, theatric From Software's boss music? 21 more to go, let's go! We're down to the last 20, let's fucking go, Chet. We're making history. Just like a 99 marshmallow roasting stream. Make it like a subathon. People are like, why the hell is anybody going to give you money when you're making us watch you roast 99 marshmallows in a row? And then I'll be like, if one more of you complains, this is turning into a 999 marshmallow roasting stream. So I was distracted by whatever the hell's going on over there. Oh, that penguin is dead. Protect me, Abigail. Oh, shit. Thank you, Abigail. Things almost turned terrible. What would I be without Abigail? Other than maybe roasting marshmallows somewhere a tiny bit safer. If chat was active enough that it turns into a just chatting stream rather than a 999 marshmallow roasting stream, that would be fine. You know, those guys are going to get themselves killed by repeatedly opening and closing doors. So I'm going to trap them in real fast. Hey there. Sorry, you two can't be trusted with freedom. There you go. For your own safety, I'm blocking this off as well. You'll thank me later. I mean, they probably won't. Ungrateful jerks. This is the just chatting. I do wonder what I have to do to unlock the snow pylon. Surely the merchant likes living out here in the cold, otherwise he wouldn't sell marshmallows when he does. Although he does. He is pretty old. Old people tend not to like cold. I'm old and I love the cold. Although I suppose I could be older. Didn't notice that I already had one on my person. We're more than halfway done, chat. Wonder what those ice shards do. Probably something good. I could check, but I'm roasting marshmallows. This is requiring 130% of my attention. We're almost done. That tree still not growing is bothering me. Grow faster, tree. You're bringing dishonor to us all. Oh, Abigail, get him. Get him, Abigail. Get him, Abigail. Abigail, no. Alright, fine. Desperate times call for desperate measures. But you know what? Abigail's got this. Go, Abigail, go, Abigail, go. You've got this, Abigail? Hell yeah. Back to what we were doing. Abigail, Abigail, she's our man. If she can't do it, no one can't. Go, Abigail. Now, I've played Don't Starve a couple times, but I usually play as Weber. You can tell based on the fact that in playing Summoner in Terraria, that I prefer having minions, and building a little spider army is a lot of fun until the whole army dies, which is going to happen, because I'm bad at the game. I wonder how to craft more of these. I could probably look up how to craft more of those. Oh, Abigail. Got another visitor. Get him, Abigail. Alright. Going to have to help Abigail this time. If we keep getting distracted like this, I'm not going to ever be able to finish roasting these marshmallows. Oh, looks like shit's about to get more real. If only there was like some way I could box myself in or something. And protect myself from all these zombies. Right? Kind of like how I want to get people to play a vintage story with me. But make them play as skeletons and just do all my chores. Hell, if somebody wants to like buy the cheapest skeleton costume that Spirit Halloween has, just come to my house and do my dishes for me, that would be pretty sweet. I actually used to really like cooking IRL, but the dishes, they never end. No, Abigail. Alright. Back to what we were doing. Where'd it go? There it is. Just roasting marshmallows. I'm actually almost done. I honestly don't know what there is left to do after we roast all these marshmallows. I mean, sure, there's like literally every boss in the game. But will beating the Moon Lord truly be as rewarding as finishing these 30 marshmallows? I don't know if it will be. I don't know if we're ready to answer that. Like, what if we roast these 30 marshmallows? And then we realize, like, there's just nothing else to do. I get a little achievement saying that I've 100% of the game. I can't remember what life was like before I was roasting these 30 marshmallows. I don't know if I can return to normal life after. Alright, well, that's all the marshmallows. Pet Abigail. Pet. Go, Abigail, go. I should probably favorite these so I don't lose my marshmallows. Well fed. I don't think that I can actually find any, because they don't like to spawn anywhere. I would have to make my own dirt and earth, like rocks underground. If I can get into the underground snow biome. And snowflakes do allow you to summon a second summon. Or in the case of Abigail, just make her stronger. Abigail sounds pleased. She likes the idea of being slightly stronger. Let's go. Protect me, Abigail. Or not. You know what? Live your best life. Oh, there we go. Oh, whoops. There we go. My taskbar is constantly getting in the way. I would probably be more annoyed if my taskbar wasn't so easy to re-access. But when I'm playing games like this, and what's the other thing I keep playing, where the taskbar is really annoying? Probably just Vintage Story. I play a lot of Vintage Story. I should play more Vintage Story. The fans, they crave Vintage Story. I just wish that Feverstone Wilds already had giant spider mounts. Probably going to lose my arachnophobe audience once I do start playing around with a giant spider. But life is really short. I don't know if we have enough room to welcome in hate, even if that hate is just towards giant spiders. Abigail, help! Alright. I'm seeing a lot of ice cave, but not a whole lot of chests. It's almost like visibility is poor. Nope. Oh, and here's what ends. Bo. There we go. I should really continue trying to find that darn... Be wary of the Torch God. Well, Torch God's got nothing on me. The only good god is a dead god. Although the Torch God can actually be pretty difficult if you don't have good momentum. Vicard is everywhere. And Vicard is eternal. Alright. Any frozen houses around here? I don't know what this thing I'm stepping on repeatedly is. I'll take ice chests. I'll even take, like, some, whatchamacallem, heart crystals. Ow. Abigail, defend me. We need to get Vicard in here, just as a summon. Just like a little pet moth. And follow you around. Maybe be more helpful in combat. At least than the shield. And Abigail is trying her darndest. Unfortunately, I'm in some insane difficulty. And so Abigail can only do so much, unfortunately. One second. Whew! That sneeze snuck up on me, but I was able to mute. That being said, I did sneeze my brain out, so just assume that this stream is only going to be getting worse. Like, my bedtime do be approaching. Most of my issues are caused by stupidity, though. Also, thank you for the follow, JJ Quinto. Or however one pronounces it. 13 minutes ago. Apparently Vicard's posture check was an hour ago. Yeah. Oh, I recommend an ad blocker. I don't think I'm legally allowed to do that. YouTube will see that I'm, like, saying the words, I recommend an ad blocker, and then just terminate my channel. But honestly, YouTube is unusable without one. Whoop. I think the ads are only insufferable because they want you to buy their, what the hell is going on over there? Abigail, what are you killing? What is that? Well, it's dead now. I'll throw that away. An ancient, drachma. Summons a curious bag of what? Ancient coins? Yep. I was hoping it would jingle while it walks. That could probably be pretty annoying. But it would also be pretty fun. Messes with their statistics, that sounds pretty fun. Oh, but if YouTube is watching, no, you cannot recommend that. Yeah, where are my recall potions? I'm looking right at them. What the hell was that big spinny thing that I saw for a split second before I teleported away? Honestly, this mod adds so much. Not that I've actually seen any of it yet. How do I make these things? Yeah, it's with a marshmallow and a stick. That's not how it's made. 100 platforms, some dynamite, and fallen stars. How much money do I have? I've actually got some money, so... Talk to the demolitionist. I don't think I've got 100 platforms, but that's not hard to fix. What the hell? Bomb squad helm. Apparently it's purely vanity, so I don't care. Alright. It's more than I can actually do anything with currently. There we go. Free up some space. Let's chop some trees. You did disable it for Twitch. You're one of my, like, 2 subscribers anyway, so I don't think that you should be getting ads. There was an option to make sure even subscribers got ads, but I feel like you'd have to be quite the desperate or greedy jerk to turn that on. Although, like, if you don't work... Like, I've got a full-time job. Well, hello, Top Hat Squirrel. What? Oh, that's my headstone, probably. Oh, where's my bug net? You're mine now, sucker. What are you for? It's a material. Wood enchantment. Squirrel coat of arms. Summon Squirrely Wrath. I've already got that. 80 magic damage. Oh, you can craft them too. Well, I got a Top Hat Squirrel now. Oh, the traveling merchant has arrived. He could be in the ice biome. Oh, Acorn the Squirrel has arrived. I guess we're going to have to find out what that's about. And traveling merchant, what do you got? Probably nothing good. Shop. Oh. Property of Rainbow. I don't know who that is. Summon. Can be placed. Interesting. Alright. I don't actually care about any of that. Let's go. Whoop. Not the boreal wood. Put my wood in here. I want to make some kind of platforms. Yes, with other channels. Means you do... Because Twitch seems to actually pay their creators more. It does. Twitch, fascinatingly, does pay better than YouTube does, despite the fact that Twitch has fewer ads. To an extent. I'm going to slam those back in there. There we go. Now I want to make a bridge. Actually, I gotta put these and these in there. Is that not what it's called? Mini Instabridge. Let's try that. Do I have to make this at an anvil? If I do... Sucks because I wasn't paying attention. Mini Instabridge. It is made at an anvil. I don't have enough iron to make one of those. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't bothered checking. Oh yeah, I didn't check out the squirrel. Oh, I'm doing the sensible thing and walking all the way over here. My goals are twofold. I don't think I can afford an anvil. Hard to see how much money I have. It's hidden behind YouTube chat. But if I can get the plum and perhaps other stuff worth selling from the lumberjack, I could probably buy an anvil. Ow. If you ignore how often I'm dying and how little progress I'm actually making, masochist mode is easy. I'm still pre-boss, just running around like a dork. I do feel like I would have better gear and armor if I could just find a living wood tree. It seems like the pre-boss summoner armor and summon both require living wood leaves, which I cannot get. Screwed over by World Gen. I'm sorry about that. No, it was not a sneeze sneaking up on me. It was a good old classic cough. And time management classes are getting popular. Like a time management class in the game, or time management classes in real life? What's your class? It's like, oh, you know time management. Shop. Tree treasures. I got a plum. That's what I needed. Can I afford an anvil from you? I totally can. Alright. Turn back. Bye, dork. I can also check out that squirrel, since I didn't do so originally. Are you like a merchant? What's your deal here? Chitters. Is like a merchant. Like a boss. Squirrel consumable. Painter consumable. You're just selling NPCs? Why? What? Oh, you're also selling cooked marshmallows. I don't understand this merchant. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued a little. Boom. Got 4 more of these. Where are my original 2? Where'd I go? I don't know how far these go. Presumably about 100 blocks. We'll just very slowly expand outwards this way. This will also be usable as a platform for the Old One's army in IRL. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm kind of shit at managing my time, but I also work full time, and I've got a pretty time-consuming hobby. Also, I'm just stupid. And probably the ADHD. If I had to guess, the ADHD gives me a tiny bit of time blindness. Look at that. Won't break blocks. How do you explain that? Of course, those are just trees. Alright, down to my last 3. Gotta keep going. My kingdom for an ancient tree. Or not ancient tree. Giant tree. Well, here's the jungle. Ow. Get it! Go, Abigail. Thank you, Abigail. Is that a frog? Hell yeah. Fucking love frogs. Wait, selling what? Did I say something about selling stuff? Your YouTube might be a bit behind. Frog. Wee. How have I not found a giant tree yet? Could be below me at this point. Well, I might as well go down there and find out. Nope, that's just more jungle. I don't know if they can't spawn in a jungle. It would be weird if they couldn't. What the hell is that? Oh, the piranhas jump! That's interesting. Get them, Abigail. Goodbye, traveling merchant. Man-eater, that's not what I want to be gotten by. I'm non-binary anyway. Honestly, the man-eater shouldn't be able to get me. It's a good thing this water's not poison. Get the bat, Abigail. Not what I want to be. Goodbye, cruel world. Is that a jumping gold slime? Interesting. It's like a slime portal. Or a coin portal, but in slime form. Right? Not only am I non-binary, but I'm not human. Actually, this character is human. The Avali sprite for Terraria is not very good. Alright. I'm running into the issue where I'm not finding a living wood tree on either side of the darn game. Early game can be made unnecessarily more difficult based on bad RNG. This is nothing if not a good example of that. How do you have my money? What is my fucking money? Probably help if I could see. Well, I don't have a good way to get shine potions. But if I can get 30 of them, probably make this easier to watch. Ow, rude. Gotta run for it. Just keep moving. Come on, we can outrun these gross floating eyeballs. Not if I get stuck. Could also follow any of these paths underground. Try to find more life crystals. Not being able to make the armor and weapon that I need kind of sucks. But being not at full health not only sucks, but that is something I could do something about. Oh shit. When I was all the way over there, I did not make that upgrade. I don't know how good it will be. But surely having it is better than not. Oh shit. Heck, come on. I've made this jump before. Did I take off my climbing things while I wasn't looking? What the hell? Why can't I scroll? Oh, I was having that issue again. Where instead of scrolling, I was just repeatedly using the item. I don't know what the hell happened there. I know, I guess I should probably hang out underground. Maybe find out why my mouse keeps doing this. Where instead of scrolling, like what I'm doing, it just spams left click. Alright. And put the plums in there. Put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up. Boil wood. And craft it. That's the helmet. Chestplate. Greaves. Shiverthorn should already be in there. Boreal, not seeing it in there. Let's see here. Go to that. Boreal enchantment is... Have. Oh, the snowballs. I gotta make the snowballs. Get rid of you. Buzz off. Stop bothering me. There we go. Now I should be able to make it. Still can't. Is it made on a weird... Oh, demon altar. How do I craft one of those? Demon altar, magic storage. Yeah, that's too expensive. I'm just going to have to pull my shit out of magic storage. Alright, put the wand of sparking, iron ore, glow sticks. But to keep throwing my glow sticks in there, and then I'm like, where are my glow sticks? How much storage do I have? I might be stupid. Let's see how it's going on. Make icy armor first for the time being. Can I make that? Ice. Ice wall. Ooh, ice shaver. What's here? I'm guessing that uses those weird... these thingies. Where are they? I've got them. What are they called? Icy shard. Headgear. Does just require shards. So why is it not in here? Active 0, 40 items. I don't know what that means. Here we go. Icy mail, 4 defense. Might as well. Put that back in there, I don't give a shit. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to make the greaves. And I look like a dork. Like one of those weird penguins. Oh, I didn't grab the shit that I need. Nobody ever accused me of being smart. Is it red because it's full? That's probably what that means. Grab all these. What else did I need? Plums. And a, I'm gonna grab all 5. Shiver Thorium. Let's go. Alright, Vicar, safe trip home. I don't know what time it is. Oh damn, it's already 7:30. I'm going to try to make this wooden thing. And if I fail too many times, or succeed, I'm unfortunately going to gotta stop streaming. That was a sentence. I do have work tonight, unfortunately. I don't work Friday night, but I do have plans. This is looking an awful lot like it's going to lead to a dead end. It didn't. That's what we like to see. Come on, squeeze down there. Boom. Made it. Y'all will never take me alive, suckers. Huh. Surely that was consumed. It didn't look like it was. The cooler wood. What do I not care about? Well, I straight up have nothing in that slot. Now, does this snowball... How does this work? Oh, it's with my main attack, so... Abigail does not benefit from the snowballs. It's not bad to have, though, I suppose. Makes me a tiny bit more survivable, although I would like to have a proper summoner weapon. I wish I could rename the emotes. Story 41 Vicar Great is quite the name. Alright. I've got so much health, let's go. Ow. I like how I'm like, I gotta stop streaming. But no, I'm wandering off to the left. To the left, to the left. Everything I own in a box to the left. If I can get back underground, I can do some mining. The smart thing to do would be to go to bed. But I'm an idiot. And also, well, my housemate's not awake yet. So I might as well capitalize on this. By being my most authentic stupid self. And my most authentic stupid self would try to get more life crystals before going to bed. Small blink root. There we go. Perfect. Got the seeds and everything. Do. Up I hear a worm. And I'm struggling to place a torch. Place the torch! There we go. Oh no, I placed the torch eventually. Oh, new item has been unlocked in the Deviant's shop. I don't know if I checked the Deviant's shop. No, I think I did. I think that was one of the first things I did. And I'm like, I don't know what any of this stuff is for. And I never looked at it again. Was that the last of my torches? Well, being able to see is for suckers. Oh, is that another Abigail's flower? It is. No enchantment, so I can just sell that one. I can potentially get a better Abigail's flower. We'll have to do some lawn keeping if I'm gonna do that. Also regular Abigail's flower. Hey, hey, party people. What are you selling now, Deviant? Shop. Worm snack. Summons Digger in hard mode. Summons a giant word in worm in pre-hard. Why would I want to summon one of those? Only usable underground? Why? Somebody explain. Do worms drop anything cool? Surely they do if you would want to craft them. Oh, not a wood. That's why I can't make more of these. Well, let's just make this house a little bit taller. Surely an NPC is trying to move in as we speak. Alright, so why would you want to spawn worms? Just seems odd. I'm not arguing that there is a reason for it. Oh, whoops. That's what I was trying to do, but that's how this place looks now. There we go. Whoop. There we go. Perfect. More houses are better houses. And they look so good. Have you ever seen a better looking house? I think not. Well, oh shoot, I keep forgetting I take damage from cacti. Oh, the zoologist has moved in. I probably can't afford a whip, based on my myriad deaths. Heck. I should really make a hook of some kind. Navigating even this wooden tower sucks. Shop. Nope, I can't buy it. Does not benefit from melee speed. Tag damage was reduced effect when stacked. Interesting. What can I sell? Oh, I got these spare Abigail flowers. Still can't afford the whip. 9 gold. I've got... What is that, a single gold? I've got 1 gold. And this is worth some amount. It's worth a single gold. How much are these worth? Not a lot. Not a lot. I do need that weapon. But I also need living wood. I suppose I could do the safest thing I can possibly do. Which is try to get into the underground desert. And if I can get a conch, magic conch. I don't know if it's here, but let's check. Let's find out. But anyway, if I can get a magic conch, maybe I can teleport to either ocean. And there's going to be a living tree near the edge. Oh, you know what I did find? Is a pyramid. And also this desert is really shallow. What? I'll get in there eventually. Keep digging. Just keep digging. I'm starting to think that my mouse might be broken. Not only is it doing this weird shit where while I'm trying to scroll, it stops working. Would be easier if I could see. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do I have any wood on me? I don't. Right, fine. Let's admit defeat, go make some torches, and then come back. Maybe buy another mouse at some point. Hello! Can I have these? Shut, go, move! You're in my way, squirrel. That's, nope, that's the crafting one. I need to access the one right behind the squirrel. There we go. Alright, let's go. Back underground. I should probably get better at base game Terraria before I go screwing around with a ton of mods. But it's too late for that now. Oh, there's the entrance. Probably would have broken into it eventually. But being able to see is a big boon. Sandstorm in a bottle. Pretty sure this family heirloom doesn't actually do anything. Alright. Mysterious coffin. I don't know what to do with that, so I will leave it alone for now. I'm lighting up your tomb, though. I hope you don't mind, little buddy. Music is getting weirdly intense for no reason. Yes, Mjolnir. I looked at it earlier, I just don't know how to get the hammer bit. Alright. None of you better get me killed with cacti. Just rolling cactus bombs. Oh. It's my job to get me killed with cactus. Oh, shit, a worm. You know what I'm recalling. I don't want to die to a worm while I've got all this money on me. I should at the very least put it away. Ba-ba-bum. Look at that, 6 gold. Still not enough to buy what I'm after. Shiverthorn, giant potion. With me just throwing a bunch of random shit in here, I'm going to have to figure out how to upgrade the storage eventually. But that sounds like an eventually nuisance. Alright. Let's go try to get a couch. Whoop, back into the underground. There we go. Sorry about that, I've got like 30 tabs open. Alright, let's go. Mjolnir does a lot of true damage, but I don't know if it counts as a summon weapon, so I don't think I can use it. It is a weird thing to be a family heirloom, though. What the hell's going on over there? Life is too short not to find out. That looks ominous as hell. I'm curious. Consider me intrigued. Whoops. Get him, Abigail. What is that? Oh, those just like really fast red fireflies? I do like how intense the underground desert music is. Unless that music is responsible for, or like something else is responsible for that. If that is just the underground desert, it's weirdly intense. But also, like, the underground desert's just kind of this dangerous. Alright. What the hell? Oh, a rolling cactus? I didn't even see it. Don't know what it does. It's gotta be for healing class. Even I had to suppose. We can probably check. What's it here? Do. My chests. No, I'd have to pick some up and then throw it in there. Unless I did. Life quartz. Yeah, whoops. Turn that off. It's a lot of slimes. Must survive. The basic slime enemies. Alright. Well, now that they're dead, let's go into safety. And find out what this life quartz does. Looks like it makes a guitar as well. There's some healing stuff, probably. Life quartz shield, healer class. Healer, healer, healer. Oh, you can make life crystals with 10 of them. Interesting. So, it might be worth going back to get those. Heart wand is also healer. But I do need life crystals. So let's go back and mine that up. Right. Let's go, Abigail. I gotta go to bed like half an hour ago. Almost an hour ago. No, but this is more important. I should actually probably shower before bed as well. I got pretty dirty yesterday moving filters around. They've been up in the steel for like the last 7,000 years, I think. I'm confident we found those boxes near the Ark of the Covenant, how much dust they had on them. Whoop. Oh, there's more life quartz up there as well. Hopefully the torch god doesn't come and bother me. Right, that was all of it. What is this? Iron? Might as well pick it up, too, actually. So life quartz is handy. I need a magic conch. I can't be entirely sure it would even be helpful. Yeah, but being able to teleport to either beach. I think magic trees tend to spawn on the outer bits of the world. I could be making that up because I want it to be true. What are the odds I've just not found one? Pretty high. Pretty high. Get them, Abigail. Oh, should have been. Protect me, golfer. Dang it. Golfer's just standing there. Could have helped me. Chose not to. I don't think he could have helped me until I talked to him. But a lot going on. Wouldn't be a very good use of my stuff, considering it costs mana to do it. But technically, I could be doing this to do damage. It's effectively just throwing snowballs in a way that's highly ineffective and loud as fuck. Damn, really? I'm 1 quartz short of being able to make 2 life crystals. I'm sure I'll find more quartz deep underground once I actually get around to mining. I'm just playing this because I'm still trying to figure some shit out in Vintage Story, but surely I'll revisit it. Get it, Abigail. Wonder how I... Like, what do I do with you? Not that... The odds of that being a boss are pretty high, so... Summoning it by accident would just get me killed again. I only get killed so many times. Oh yeah, if you do catch any of my Vintage Story streams, they're pretty heavily modded. Also, I'm an idiot. But I love Vintage Story. It's a very fun game. It's like a hardcore wilderness survival game. I do have a lot of mods that add like farming and cooking, which are in the game, but the mods improve them in ways that a lot of people will try to argue is overpowered. But honestly, I say just play the game how you have fun with. I'm basically playing the game Cottage Core, but minus the cottage, since I'm too lazy to make one. I'm doing enough farming and cooking that I could feed an entire village. But that is coming at the cost of not doing pretty important stuff, like mining and building. Abigail, how are we going to survive? I should probably get rid of the blowgun. Because I have the blowgun, I keep picking up seeds. I neither want nor need those. Oh, damn it, I was slain again. It may be time to admit that I am way too tired for this. Bum, bum. I wish tabbing out didn't, like, pause the game and kill the music, because I would like to look at the wiki. I suppose I could look at the wiki after stopping my stream. But, like, what's the fun of it if people aren't here witnessing me unable to read? There's also the seahorse one. The enchanted cane, which is the thing I have, and it sucks, so... Clearly that weapon was added as a joke. Oh, dang! The seahorse wand is only 8 coral, and it's crafted at an anvil. So if I could get coral, and there's a couple reasons why that's an uphill battle. I could get the seahorse wand. Let's see here. Craft a bunch of these. Alright. And throw them in there. Now I should be able to make another bridge. Actually, you know what I need? Oh, I can still make this. Heart wand. Heals ally life by 4. That's not a lot of healing, and I don't know if I can heal myself, so probably not worth it. Shop. Damn it, I can't afford a TNT because all my shit's in storage. Do I sell this and then regret it? Yes. Well, I probably won't regret it. The thing's been nothing but shit so far. Just gonna make another one of these. Craft it. The odds of me actually getting what I want from this are pretty low. Well, actually, all I'm trying to do is get to the ocean. Yeah, who knows? Maybe on my way to the ocean, I'll actually find a living wood tree. I don't know what the set bonus is for the living wood armor, but that is the first pre-boss summon armor. Presumably by the wind. Oh, chilled. I guess it's cold. Oh, because it's the desert at night. That does make sense. Ow, I didn't even see that guy there, because I'm not paying attention. I should probably kill him. That's a lot of silver to just lose. It is too dark. I'm just kind of zoning out. It is a little bit past my bedtime. Ow, damn. Gotta get back up there. There's a chance he's still walking around with my coins. And if I can get that much silver back, I kind of have to. Especially since I'm still saving up for an expensive-ass whip. If I wasn't in masochist mode, I could probably semi-confidently get the resources for a snapthorn. I only say semi-confidently, though. Because Because I'm just bad at the game. And apparently pronouncing basic words. I'm just trying to say Sammy when I'm saying Yosemite. Like the National Park. Or the Sam. There we go, no longer in the desert. Moving and grooving. Go away. Thank you, Abigail. Has anybody here ever played Jungle Book Rhythm and Groove for the PlayStation 2? I can't imagine there are a lot of people watching this, so the answer is probably no, but like, could you imagine the odds of that? Jungle Book Rhythm and Groove for the PlayStation 2 was a weird rhythm game. Because, like, not only could you play it using a controller, but, like, it was the best way to play. Since, obviously, if you're using your fingers, you can move faster than moving your feet. It's just a really odd rhythm game. I don't know why it existed. Obviously, just Disney is like, how do we make more money? Back. I want to go to the desert, but I also want to not die. Or not desert. I've been there a couple times. I want to go to the beach, but I also want to not die. Does that also auto-deposit my money? It does not. $7 gold. Not too much further now from actually being able to afford the whip. And then I'll have an actual summoner weapon. Let's go ahead and pull out those throwing knives as well. If I'm going to be stupid, 9 gold, 40 silver. Would probably be cheaper if I moved her somewhere she actually wants to live as well. Might be worth looking into. What? Where are they? Oh, I've got them on me. I should probably figure out why I'm so blind. Like, most of it's genetics. Just too many neighbors. Yeah, we'll have to make her another forest then. You'll never take me alive, suckers. I'm jumping for it. I know that all of the NPCs are happiest living with other people. The pirate and the angler are both pretty happy living together on the beach. The arms dealer and the nurse like living together. I don't know their preferred environment. I know that the golfer and the zoologist are siblings, or at least related. Could be siblings, could be cousins. One of them brings it up. I can't actually read. But I don't know if they get along. It would be funny if they hated each other. I mean, there are siblings who get along, so it wouldn't be entirely fair. Boom. Wasted so many of these throwing knives. Arms dealer like sand. Well, arms dealer like sand. Oh, they do get along? Good. And to be fair, I do actually get along with my siblings. Although there are a lot of siblings in this world that just do not get along at all. Usually deserved. But yeah, if the arms dealer likes the desert, and the nurse likes the arms dealer, I could probably set them both up in the desert. I don't quite know how the pylon system works. I thought they just sold it once they're happy. That could very likely still be true. Yeah, I did not talk to the golfer. I tried to, and then I was murdered by sand lions. It's pretty telling that I figured that this was the best way to try to get to the beach. Ow. Yeah, that didn't even get me that much farther. I suppose I could just stop being lazy and manually place the platforms as well. But I have to go to bed like an hour ago. Living wood tree, finally! Oh shit, there's a worm. I need to make a hook. I keep going to use a hook, but guess what I've not made yet? Alright. Living leaf. Y'all can't get me from here. There's a good chance that Abigail is actually better than the little acorn thing I'm trying to make. Although honestly, the acorn could be better. It is added by the mod. And Abigail has had to be nerfed at least once, based on how strong she is. Or not strong, but like how easy she is to get, I suppose. Lightning can't get me down here. It is weird climbing up here to destroy the top of the tree. I don't usually do this, but I suppose you don't usually have to. Good on you, Thorium developers, coming up with new uses for existing things. If I can, I'm also going to continue towards the ocean and try to get some coral. If I can defeat the Queen Bee and move the Witch Doctor into the jungle, I can buy the weird pygmy skull thing. I keep forgetting that that is pre-hard mode now. Which is a pretty good change. Honestly, Summoner has gotten quite a lot of love in 1.4. Yeah, after the Queen Bee is defeated, since that's the requirement for getting the Witch Doctor to move in. The pygmy necklace, or whatever it's called. The skull that lets you summon another summon. It becomes available for sale. I want to say that it has to be like the night of a full moon. But he also has to be living in the jungle. There are a lot of weird requirements. Yeah, the pygmy skull necklace thing. I can't remember what it's called. I might have 7,000 hours in Terraria, but a lot of those are like a decade ago. And also I'm really stupid. Alright. Let's go and try to make some stuff. I don't know, these could be used for other things. Let's find out. Why can't I move my... Here we go. Recipe added by Thorium. Increases throwing velocity. That's not useful to me. Alright, so there's not a whole lot. Ooh. Technique decoy. Costs 2 technique coins. I don't know what those are. Alright. Hey, squirrel. You're in my fucking way again. Alright. Put the wood in there. Alright, the living acorn. Craft it. Living wood acorn. I was reading that. Summons a living tree sprout as your chosen familiar. You may only have one familiar summoned at a time. Right click to select various actions for your familiar. Left click to... I can't read that because YouTube chat's right there. Nice. I am going to need more wood. I'm just barely short. Whoops. Don't ignore that loud clanking sound. I don't have a plate hanging precariously from a smaller plate next to my desk. I suppose I have brought up twice now that I do need to do dishes. But nobody can know how urgently I need to do dishes. Left click to perform the action. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and check this guy out. Interesting. Okay, so I can tell it to go places. Whoops. Stop it. I'm guessing this is target specific enemies. Okay, so I can tell it to attack. This is nifty. What does this do? Oh, it's got like a little special ability. And then I guess that tells it to go back to behaving normally. Nice. Almost that makes the attacks homing. I'm in the process of making the armor. Go ahead and put my wood in there. There we go. Craft it. And boom. I'll hold on to these in case they are used in making like enchantments. Ew, I can make a platinum Aegis. Constantly generate a 15 life shield. I'm dying an awful lot. I can't say for sure that that's like the best use for platinum, but I'm not really using it for anything else. Platinum Aegis. Increases defense by 2. 15 life shield. You know what? Screw it. Even if this sucks, I've never used it before, let's put it on. Don't have anything I'd like to get rid of. I guess the socks. Well, being able to move quickly is nice. Not dying is perhaps a little bit better. Alright, let's go little sprout guy. Is that the model of the sprout for the Plantera pet? There's a little seedling sprout you get from Plantera, and I'm pretty sure it's the same model. Or at least very similar. Or not model, but sprite. I remember the seedling being cute. Night used for enchantments is from a different mod. That's fair. Does this cost mana? No. Wait. Yes. They moved mana further down and I didn't see it. Right, now I just need to save up for that whip. And then we'll be a proper summoner. Only took me like 7 hours to get this far. I mean, it didn't, but felt like it. That's not fair. I am having fun. I am just tired. And I'm growing increasingly aware that the more time I am playing, the less time I'm going to have to actually sleep. Plantera pet is more green. Alright. It is unfortunate that by the time I've got the Plantera pet, it would not make sense to still be using this little dude. Because it would be fun to have both of them following me around. Who knows? Maybe I'll get the Plantera pet. And then if I ever make like a new character, I'll just start with the Plantera pet. And then I can have both the Plantera pet and the little summon dude. Sleep is for nerds. I do also have to shower though. And I should eat something. So the amount of free time I have is already non-existent. I'm just cutting into the time I should be using for other stuff. Wee. Having mobility devices in Terraria is pretty fun. Whoop. Alright. Well, I've not checked this out. Let's go ahead and do so. Hopefully I'm not ambushed by a gnome. Ooh, Finch Staff. What is this? Intrepid Living Sap. Summon damage is increased by 1. That's not... What? I'll take it. It doesn't sound very good by itself. I'm sure it will make a difference. Yeah, I saw that it was a material for something. We'll have to check out what it can make later. Oh. Oh shit, this is not where I want to be. I was not expecting to fall to my death, trying to avoid some worms. I should really go to bed. I'm not making progress, and I'm dying in really silly ways. Right, let's see what this is. Material 4 real quick. Boop. Alright, so we need an incubated egg. 14 basic damage. A gruesome incubation has occurred. That's dropped by spiders, and that makes the prehistoric arachnid. Fossil of time. When arachnids were king, minion attacks have 10% chance to produce an amber spider. Minion attacks do 2 more damage while the amber spider is active. Interesting. I'm fascinated by spiders. Probably going to be a bunch of cool new materials and accessories that I won't know what to do, and I would want to put them all on, but cannot. And get that mod that gives you an infinite number of accessory slots. I am joking, but that mod does exist. I've seen somebody playing with it, and it's frankly absurd. I'm going to put on every Fargo's soul at the same time. Nothing will stop me. Just do it. It's like, yeah, I did some mining off camera, and I've got the Fargo's summoner soul. Boop. Do mod. Pretty sure I've got it. Fargo's souls. It's in here somewhere. Colossus soul. One of these is for summoner. Magic. I think this one. Yeah, max number of minions by 3. Max number of sentries by 1. Yeah, that's going to require the Terra Prisma. Getting that's not exactly realistic. Although the joke would be that I cheated it in somehow. I'm sure that with an infinite amount of time, I could probably kill the Empress of Light during the day. Like, the odds of me being able to do it eventually are to 0. But I still struggle with the Empress of Night, or Empress of Light during the night. You know, when she doesn't one-shot kill you. I wish the Kaleidoscope wasn't such a good whip, because I just do not like how it looks. Honestly, like, as far as aesthetics go, my favorite whip is Dark Harvest. But it is unfortunately not as good as Kaleidoscope. It's got a good, like, special ability, but unfortunately the Kaleidoscope is just a damn good whip. My favorite minions are also the ravens. So, like, 2 of my favorite summon things are dropped by the Pumpkin Moon. And also that Magic Broom. That's a pretty good flying mount. It's not the fastest, but it is infinite flight. And it does not suffer a lot of the same issues that the Flying Saucer does. But it's also not as good as the Shrimpy Truffle, or whatever the cute Pigron mount is. Alright, let's get out of here. Almost fell in that hole. Ow. Oh shit. Alright, so next stream is probably going to be Vintage Story, but next time I stream this, oh, I heard that squeaky toy sound again. Somebody force me to actually get around to making a hook. Because I need a grappling hook. I keep going to use one, and guess what I still don't have? Heck yeah. Are you Coral? No. No, it's not. Coral's probably just gonna be in the water. Yeah, those are all shells and starfish. Oh, fuck. I really don't have a single... I didn't bring a, whatchamacallit, glow stick. I knew I was going to go underwater. Why did I not bring a glow stick? Probably because I'm dumb. Well, if I had to guess. That is almost certainly the reason. Ow. Well, I was killed anyway. Now it's probably a good time to stop it, because I'm only going to continue dying in more and more increasingly dumb ways. Oh, I also could have used these enchanted throwing knives to see. Not a very good use of them, but I shouldn't be using those anyway. Yeah, they produce a good amount of light. But I have to eat. I'm going to go ahead and pull my glow sticks out of storage first. So that forgetting to do that is not the first thing I do next time I play this. Glow sticks. Alright, so, I unfortunately have to go to bed. If you've been, scroll up. True. But I have to get the zoologist happier with me first, because that shit's expensive. Anyway, if you've been hanging out with you or chatting, or just lurking, I want you to know that you're appreciated. If you're watching this in the future at some point as a VOD, I screwed up that sentence, but you know what I'm talking about. If you're watching this later as a VOD, made it all the way through, you've got the patience of a saint and are equally appreciated. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and fizzity farewell.